Empathy is a word that we hear quite often when it comes to describing organizational culture. We have a culture that demonstrates empathy. We want our culture to demonstrate empathy. We want to create a culture of empathy. It's a buzzword that keeps coming back over and over again. Why is that? Perhaps it's because what a culture of empathy actually means people understand each other, people get each other. However, a culture of empathy goes much deeper than simply getting someone else's perspective, because we can be in an interaction and we can ask a few questions, say, tell me more about that. Help me to understand where you're coming from. And while we can logically understand where they're coming from, we may not emotionally or compassionately empathize with them. And this means our culture of empathy stops short of actually being a culture of true empathy. Logical or intellectual empathy is not enough to create spaces of psychological safety, to create spaces that people feel trust exists, where people can challenge the status quo, where people do feel like they are understood, understood beyond just their opinion, understood from how they feel, understood from a willingness to then help. That depth of empathy is the one we're actually aiming for. And so, what does it take to actually achieve that kind of culture?